Moving now to something that is key to the whole conversation around Yuva, around the youth, and that is education. Well, the entire education landscape has really changed entirely with social media, with, of course, the intervention of artificial intelligence. What does it really mean? I mean, I know and I can say that with some amount of certainty that a lot of you here aren't really going for the conventional avenues. You know, you're not looking to be a doctor, engineer, or lawyer. You're looking at diverse professions, and that's something that's made the entire education landscape so interesting. What's the way forward? How to upskill yourself, as this landscape opens up? Well, we have an incredible panel with us, and I'd like to call upon stage Professor Prashanta Kumar Patra of Shiksha Anusandham, deemed to be university. Also, Mr. Kartikay Agrawal, CEO, GL Bajaj Educational Institutions. Professor Dr. Pradeep Kumar Sharma, UEAM University of Engineering and Technology. And Mr. P Srivatsav, Vice President, Sales and Marketing of PPIN, famous for their pilot pens. Thanks, gentlemen, very much for being with us on the Yuva Conclave. And as we begin the session, I must point out that what's interesting in the case of all three of you is that you've taken risks and you have, in a sense, you epitomize what the education landscape and the jobs landscape is today really all about, opening up to new opportunities. And let me start with Professor Prashanta Kumar Patra. All right. Okay, sir, we'd like to. All right. Professor Prashanta Kumar Patra, let me begin by asking you, research, development, and innovation, these are really key pillars of education. These are really key pillars of our entire jobs landscape. How do you see innovation really getting the kind of importance and priority that it should, given the fact that Anusandhan is really the buzzword these days?
Yeah. In education, research and development, innovation, it is important. And Shiksha and Anusandhan is a big university. The university, which is having 1,500 faculty members, 19,000 students, it has interdisciplinary research, medical, engineering, veterinary, dental science, agriculture, and law, social science, management. So we have a big, you can say, Atal Incubation Center, where we have a big group of interdisciplinary research. Agriculture students, we involve them, and agricultural faculty members, they guide that how to take care of the farmers, basic cultivation, and improvement of rice and different pulses, inventing in new different types of productive quality pulses, that. And also it gives a awareness program among the farmers. We invite our students to do the free campaigning at the various villages. Shiksha and Anusandhan is determined in veteran science. Sure. You can say that in agriculture there is a very good mushroom is going on. So far in veteran science, and they used to have that students, they are volunteer, they used to go to the villages and teaching, and that good quality of milk and also milk product, very good things are doing. And at engineering aspect, you can say we have the implementation of medical science. See, doctors, right. See, you want to suffering from heart disease. So the real data is to be simulated by the engineering students. So the doctors have no time to, they do the work, but the research part is lacking with the doctors, although they are giving 5% wattage. But we go to them, engineering students used to go to them, get the real data, simulate it, predict it, so that you can get a clear picture by simulating the real data, how the heart disease can be predicted or not.
So that's an interesting point, because it's a lot about integration as well, integration of disciplines. Yeah. But Mr. Agarwal, let me ask you that, what are some of the most popular courses in your university? Because we've seen that, nowadays there's so many diverse options available to the youth. What are some of the most popular courses in university? Mr. Kartikay Agrawal, I'll come back to you, sir. Yeah. Mr. Kartikay Agrawal, go ahead. Yeah.
Hi. So, as you know that every set of decade has its own like choice of engineering that people opt for, but now is the time for artificial intelligence, data sciences, machine learning. That's what the future says. So everybody needs to be prepared for it, and I think the youth is very much into it, so that they can prepare themselves for the future.
So that's an interesting thing. And let me ask some people in the audience here. How many of you are interested in pursuing a career in artificial intelligence? Or how many of you would be interested in exploring artificial intelligence? All right, so I can see a few hands there. So that's interesting because, you know, there was a time where artificial intelligence was looked at with some amount of, well, skepticism, and there wasn't so much awareness about it. But do you see artificial intelligence is really making a pivot when it comes to jobs and education? And how do you see that impacting youngsters?
I personally believe that it is all about a blend of, I'd say, the foundational solid knowledge and the technology that is the need of the hour. And the curriculum that I feel that each and every educational institution should go ahead with is a combination of the traditional engineering that everybody has been through, along with the artificial intelligence, machine learning, and data sciences. Like at GL Bajaj, we collaborate with various industry experts to offer workshops, certification programs, and world projects which are related to the actual world problems, so that they can convert their theoretical knowledge into the practical life.
And so that they become problem solvers. I think that's very important, and that's a holistic approach to look at things. But Professor Pradeep Kumar Sharma, you know, the fact is that there is an increase in the demand for tech jobs. There's an increase in the demand for AI-related jobs, data, as Sir mentioned here as well. How do we keep up with this demand? We need to upskill faster to be able to fulfill this demand.
First of all, let me congratulate NDTV, and thank you very much for inviting us for this Yuva program. The name Yuva. I think I am audible to all. Is it audible? Yes. So, I think all the Yuvas, when they are starting their journey as Yuva, they entered into the higher education part in university. We are taking care of the university part. And you can understand that when we enter into the university, we have some expectations. Expectations from our parents, expectations from our side, expectations from society. So as a university, we have some responsibilities. So our responsibility is to provide every sort of support to the student, which will make every student employable, which will make every student, every candidate, every Yuva responsible for their lives to be answerable to the society, and they can have a happy life. So as per your question, what you are saying, that we are basically focusing on three main aspects of engineering, management, and physiotherapy, which are totally professional career options for the students. We are providing undergraduates, postgraduate, and PhD programs. And you can understand our parent group, this is University of Engineering and Management, Jaipur, but our parent group based in West Bengal is the oldest private institution in West Bengal. We started in 1989, and from 96 we are into AICTE approved courses. Right. So just give me 2 minutes, because sure. See, you can understand according to the requirement of the present time, artificial intelligence, as sir has said, is the need of the hour to understand, and we have to make the classrooms ready with AR/VR solutions, classrooms ready with every sort of support for students having understood the artificial intelligence needs, machine learning courses, as well as all sort of, you can say, project-based learning, outcome-based learning we have to provide to the students so that they are job ready. you can understand, most of the Yuvas over here will understand this, that when they select any job career, job they got in any company, within few months or within few years, they realize that they actually wanted this kind of job. Or the company realized that this candidate is not suitable for us. So after 1 year, either company give notice or candidate give notice for a change. This happens due to the non-compatibility of the skill set.
So our classrooms have to make our students industry ready and perhaps keep up with the...
Yes.
Let me open it up to the audience. And, all of you who raised your hands when I asked you how many of you are interested in exploring a career in AI, do you feel like your classrooms are equipped with the kind of AI learning that needs to be? Any of you who wants to weigh in on this? I saw you, all of you holding, okay. Can we get the mic here, please?
So AI, of course, is a really change maker in today's society, and of course, within the next 5 to 10 years, it's gonna change the entire way the world works. Especially, I am a journalism student, so I think especially in media, it will make drastic changes. As for right now, I don't think our curriculum is as equipped with AI as it should be. But what I am witnessing is our college professors are making constant efforts to incorporate it as much as we can by giving us assignments to use AI. So yeah, that's about it.
So in fact, it's interesting that you're a journalism student, because let me tell you, anchors are a dying breed with the intervention of AI. Anybody else who would like to weigh in on this? Anybody here? All right, I see a hand there, please. Go ahead.
Hi, so I'm into the sustainability space, and I can say the classes are still not equipped to teach the AI and the diverse fields which are related to AI. But there are two things at place here right now. Firstly, there is good enough infrastructure, and there are plans to create more infrastructure ahead. But we can reduce the cost by upgrading the already existing infrastructure, like the government schools and many more private schools. And secondary thing being the methodology in which the concepts and the basics are taught. So these two things should go hand in hand in order to make the whole education actually affect the brain of the young minds.
So that's a very interesting point. And look at the diverse spaces in which AI is making an intervention, from journalism to somebody who was in the sustainability space. But Mr. P Srivatsav, come in on this, because how is AI really affecting our traditional ways of functioning? As somebody who makes pilot pens, do you see AI really AI has made sure that these traditional forms of functioning become almost extinct?
Good evening, everybody, and thank you and congratulations to NDTV Yuva for having Pilot Pen India delegates here. Coming to your question, whatever these three gentlemen discussed about AI courses and the future of AI machine learning, the writing is connected with the creativity. And human creativity cannot stop or cannot be replaced by AI. As far as creativity is concerned, AI has the potential to limit the capabilities and abilities of the people. And what AI can also do, it has the power to demonstrate the linguistic capabilities, and it can mimic also the writing styles of great renowned authors. But it lacks the depth, it lacks the originality and authenticity also. So as far as writing is concerned, or any form of self-expression, be it art, be it music, be it literature, human intervention will always be there. That is for sure. It is, first we have to learn that we have to inculcate the habit of writing, which is nowadays diminishing. So we have to understand the power of writing, why we should write. See, there are 7, 8 things connected with the human writing. One, it improves the overall development, and writing skill improves the overall personality of the person, number one.
Sure.
Number two, when you write something, it relieves your stress and anxiety. Very few people can understand that it relieves literally, because you offload some of your burden when you finish your writing, right?
So that's an interesting point you're making, that ultimately all the, whether it's artificial intelligence or any other technological intervention, it has to be in tandem with the human mind.
See, AI can help and enhance the process of the creativity, but the basic core will remain with the human writers as far as writing is concerned.
So that basic upskilling is important, and that's fundamental. But Professor Patra, this entire conversation also ties into aspirations. It's about an aspirational youth. It's about an aspirational India that we're talking about. Talk to us a little bit about how universities and colleges are catering to that aspiration. When we look at colleges of excellence, for example, we haven't really been able to match what colleges abroad are offering. There are far fewer colleges of excellence, universities of excellence. So, how do you cater to that aspiration? Because that's only rising.
Yeah, looking into that, so I'll come back that the young mind now, they want that if you press the switch, you will get a job. So to create an environment and opportunity, as rightly as told someone, there must be good infrastructure. The innovation and the mindset of the students has to be changed. Not only the job is the final aim, you can have entrepreneurship, you can have the higher study, you can be in some other. Say we have in our university, the research program being given, the BTech or undergraduate students are given scope how to write the good paper, journals with the help of the faculty members. So the creativity, the attitude of the student has to be judged. Not only the studies is to be done, as rightly he has pointed out, there must be some recreation center, cultural program, as well as spiritualism, motivator analysis, alumni interaction, and rightly coming into NEP, National Education Program 2020, Skilling India, Digital India, like the industry institute interaction, we have a lot of MOUs being signed with the industries. Students are to be exposed for industrial visits, and it is a compulsory that industrial visits should have some credit. That gives how, where after passing in an industry, joining an industry, what they see in the industry, that has to be preoccupied in their mind. And if somebody is interested and their aspirations, that he will prepare from first year itself. And that faculty members should give training, because we have the faculty development program by sending the faculty members regularly to the nearby IITs and IMMT and NITs, and then they get trained, and they used to train the students in a GD, 20 to 30 groups, 30 to 40 groups, like that. So an environment is to be created so that the students should be motivated not only for the jobs, but also for the higher study, entrepreneurship, and other cultural as well as sports activities. That's my suggestions.
So Mr. Agarwal, come in on this, because what really is the AI challenge going forward? Are our students ready for it? Because, as we discussed earlier as well, many of our classrooms are not equipped with the kind of infrastructure needed for this, to be ready for the AI challenge. But what awaits our students? Are we ready for the AI challenge?
I think it's all about the mindset today. And if it comes to me, I think I'm very much ready for the upcoming AI challenges that are to offer. We at our institution, we offer an NVIDIA AI Learning and Research Center, where nearly 300 students are currently participating on that machine, and they're actually doing really well. And along with that, I feel there's another trend that we all know is about entrepreneurial mindset that we all have here. So by having a bunch of students coming from different courses, different backgrounds, different field of studies, but it's very important to bring them all together so that they can see everybody has their own role. An engineer has their own role, an MBA student has their own role. So if we can all bring them together to work on a specific subject, I think that's going to be a really big help.
So interesting. Before I bring in the other panelists, let me ask the audience very quickly: how many of you use, platforms like, say, ChatGPT or other AI-driven? Okay, I see very eager students raising their hands. So can we pass the mic here and tell us how do you use those platforms, say, in your assignments or in other such tasks, assigned by a university or classes? Can we have the mic, please, quickly? Go ahead.
Sir, as you rightly said, we use ChatGPT. We basically use it for framing our answers with more structural way, because as I'm a humanities student, so yes, humanities students also use AI for making it answer more structural, and we get we don't have so much of resources, like sources to read books and all that, but yes, we can use AI to make out a summary or take out a extract from that book, the valuable books, and get a bullet points, which we can add in our answers and make our answers more effective and kind of make it different from the
Interesting, and I think all of us are guilty of that, but yes, you had a point to make. Go ahead.
Yes, as far as writings are concerned, and as Sir also spoke about writing, so ChatGPT, platforms like ChatGPT help us in evaluating our answer writing. If we are practicing for any particular exam, or we are doing any essay writing practices, so yeah, it's helpful. It gives very key points, and we are able to compare our points. What we do in our writing is generally we make a information overload when we write something. We write very unnecessary things which are not needed.
Sure.
And the crisp given by ChatGPT helps us a lot in evaluating our answers. And then the information given by ChatGPT, many of the points we miss even in our information overload. Many of the points we don't bother to know about it, or we just miss it.
So that is constructive use of AI, I would say. Professor Pradeep Kumar Sharma, what do you think? I mean, AI can be both destructive and constructive in classrooms and in research areas.
Yeah, let me emphasize on this. See, basically, what I used to understand that AI will be there right now, okay? There might be some, I can say, oppositions and some...
but whether you like it or not, it's here to stay.
Yes, yes, it will stay. I think all of you will believe, and I think I will ask you a very simple question. Can you answer the biggest company of the world who has made cameras, photographic cameras? What's the name of that company? Kodak. The biggest, largest. Where is Kodak now? Are you using Kodak right now? Are you taking the videography with large, big cameras like this? No, you are taking the videos with your phone. So technology will remain. Technology we have to accept. We ourselves have to susceptible about this particular environment. Let me emphasize on this, basically, what we discuss with our students, that university is a place of opportunities. University is a place of possibilities. Opportunities in the sense like we cannot bound our young minds that, okay, you please just go only this direction, in that direction. Sure. The young minds in a university can have the option, the possibility or opportunity to go in sports, like we are having a sports ground, so every kind of sports they can have. A young mind can go for, suppose, any robot preparation. We have our innovation lab, research lab, in which the students are creating the projects like, you can say, drones,
yes.
They are vertical vehicles, all sorts of, you can say, innovative projects they are creating. That's why, let me inform that our university been in the second place of Institution Innovation Council since last many years due to all these projects, innovative projects. But let me confirm that artificial intelligence will have to stay over there. We have to be susceptible about it, and we have to accept
and
it.
one has to adapt,
We have to adapt.
or one will become obsolete. That's
Yes,
an
yes.
interesting point you make. Mr. Srivatsav, as a traditionalist, how do you see this argument that unless you evolve with technology, unless you adapt to artificial intelligence, you will become obsolete?
See, we are not having that kind of opinion that AI or writing will take each other's place. The issue is that as far as writing, human writing is concerned, and AI is concerned, AI can produce contents, can give you, generate newer ideas, but when a person has to write, then he has to think out of the box, unconventional, unpredictable situations which AI cannot provide. AI works on a set pattern and the data derived from the previous experience or whatever they have
From the
in
human mind.
Yes. So it has got its limitation as far as art, culture and music is concerned. So in my opinion, I'm not saying that this will remain or not. The problem is that until unless there has to be an inherent human touch.
Sure.
And without that inherent human
It
touch,
has to be a
nothing can
collaborative.
be
It has to be a
created.
collaborative
Yes.
relationship. I'm afraid I'm completely running out of time, but Professor Sharma, you had a point to make.
I'll
Yes.
just take 2 minutes. All of you will agree because all the young minds are there. See, there is a very, you can say, a natural problem. And natural problem is like when you are sitting in a class, you might be feeling, means there's a class of suppose 60 students, and you will agree, sir, that if there are a class of 60 students, all 60 students are not at a same level. When the teacher is teaching, might be possible 10 best students are understanding, but 20 students are not getting anything out of that. But when they are in the class and not understanding the topic, their facial expression changes. If we can install one AI-enabled, which can capture the facial expression of a student, AI-enabled CCTV, and can get the artificial intelligence-based software to have that how many students have that particular facial expressions which resembles to not understanding.
So that's a very interesting
So
point.
teacher
we
can
need to-
have the immediate
We need
feedback.
to model our classrooms. We
Yes.
need to model our schools, universities around AI. I think it's a fascinating conversation to have. Thanks very much, gentlemen, for being with us.
you,
And of course, AI, as we discussed through the course of the discussion, is here to stay, and we need to adapt or perhaps get dated, as it were. Thanks very much, gentlemen, for being with us. Thank you.